Colorado, home of some of the most breathtaking and brutal trails in this country. The kind that test your rig, your nerve, and everything that you think you're capable of. But this trip, it's different. Because today, it's not just me chasing adventure. I'm gonna be loading up my 2025 Ford Bronco Badlands with my beautiful wife, Jackie, my general manager, Rick, and my gorgeous one-year-old daughter, Harper, for one of the wildest family adventures we've ever attempted together. We're gonna be climbing through Yankee Boy Basin, tackling the legendary Imogene Pass, dropping into beautiful Telluride, and then finishing along the stunning Last Dollar Road, all with a toddler in the back seat. People say once you have a family, the adventures are over, that you have to slow down, that you have to play it safe, and you have to give up the wild. Well, we're here to prove them wrong. So buckle up, because this isn't just another trail run. This is proof that life's biggest adventures don't stop when your family grows. They get even better. All right, before we start today's run, this is a little bit different because we are extremely loaded now. We've got 4 adults and a car seat, and to do something like this, airing down the tires is a must. We've already aired down, so I've brought my portable air compressor and my deflator so I can air back up, because we're gonna be driving from Telluride back here on the highway. But the main thing when you're doing one of these trails is making sure you have enough fuel and have enough water. Staying hydrated in a place like this is really important, and so you also don't get elevation sickness. So we've got a few supplies. We've got a power box back here to run the Starlink so we can keep communication with everybody. In other words, we've packed really light because the Bronco's gonna naturally want to ride lower because we've got it loaded down with bodies. So, and the tires are aired down, so we've lost a lot of ground clearance. So we try to pack as light as possible. Water, hydration, and basically power is all we've got with us today. So
how is it doing this with an infant?
It definitely adds a different dynamic. I think when we knew we were gonna have a baby, the first thing people said is like, you can't do this kind of stuff anymore. And you can, it just changes a little bit. They slow you down. So we will have
to take,
yeah. You take more breaks, you take more stops, making sure she's okay, but I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's definitely different, but it's better different because we're gonna experience this with her, so. Yeah, you right, baby girl? She's fascinated by the side-by-sides. She doesn't care that we got a really cool Bronco at all. She don't want to see those things. Climbing through Yankee Boy Basin felt effortless. The Bronco crawled over every obstacle like it was born for this. Harper was laughing, smiling, completely unfazed by the adventure. But just when everything felt smooth and easy, things took an unexpected turn. All right, so Silas is like, hey, let me get out and get a drone shot. So we take off, and he goes, the drone's landing. So now Silas is way out there in the middle of nowhere trying to find the drone so we can bring you guys some cinematic masterpiece. But I guess we got a rookie filming today. So now he's out there hunting. Meanwhile, it started to snow. So perfect conditions to be out here hiking in the brush. Wonderful. Okay, we're gonna go help Silas find the drone.
One eternity later.
It's cold. Well, this definitely added to the adventure today. I guess that's what happens when Silas buys a Facebook Marketplace drone. It just randomly shuts off. Look at the weather outside.
We're all losing our breath over here.
After burning over an hour trying to recover a lost drone, and learning the hard way that they don't exactly thrive in snowstorms, we pressed deeper into Imogene Pass. But the higher that we climbed, the more ruthless the mountain became. It was like it was fighting back. Snow thickened, wind picked up, and then we stumbled upon a group of rigs that had been stopped in their tracks. They warned us that they were sliding sideways and pushing forward could be a mistake. Okay, well, it's too dangerous to continue on. The last time I came here, actually, I was with my buddy Joel, and we had the same situation on this exact trail where he was sliding around the mountain, and there's zero visibility at the top. A group of guys said they got up top and it was sliding for 10 feet, and there's no point in risking us sliding off a mountain. So we're gonna
loop around and go back into town.
The weather is really helping us today.
It definitely changed.
Yeah. So we're gonna double back down. I don't know, man. It is what it is. I think we're gonna change plans. Yeah, this goes way up top, 14,000 feet. I think we're gonna go into Ridgeway, go out of town. We're gonna hit Last Dollar Road. It should be passable no matter what the weather's like, and go into Telluride still, just not going over a mountain to do so. Actually, this is the group that told us it's not ideal to continue going. They said it was complete whiteout at the top, and you slid 10 feet if you stop, which it just doesn't make sense to put us all at risk. So it definitely makes for a wild adventure, though, because this wasn't part of the plan today. I mean, you can't even see the top of the mountain anymore. I mean, it's just complete whiteout. Definitely fun, though. I mean, we've been here for 2 weeks and it hasn't snowed like this, but we're getting towards the end of the season where they start to get ready to close the passes down, and it stays like this until, you know, spring and fall. I mean, spring and summer again. So on the way back down, the mountain seemed to change its mind. The clouds broke, the snow softened, and visibility was starting to return. And with the weather clearing faster than we had expected, we all knew what had to be done. We were going to make another run for the summit. We weren't going to get knocked down that easily. We made it up to one of the vantage points on Imogene Pass, and I was a little worried a while ago. We wouldn't have been able to see this because it was complete whiteout. So we got the Bronco parked up here on the ledge. Girls are back here playing with rocks, and yeah, we're just kind of enjoying the view because this is just a really epic vantage point of the entire valley. And we're almost at the summit, which is 14,114 feet. So we just kind of crest over this ridge. Summit's right up here at the top. But this is just one of those epic spots where you got to stop and just take a moment to just absorb it all, because there's a lot to soak in when you're up here. We got a little bit of way still. This is
Not even over it.
I mean, we're almost at the summit, so technically I guess you could say that we're halfway. But the back half, in my opinion, takes longer than it does to get to this point. Anyway, baby's ready to move.
It's the longest we've been sitting for a while, so.
And yeah, so we're gonna keep moving. We're gonna get to the summit and then go into Telluride. The back half is just more scenic, less technical. Plus we have better weather, so it's gonna make for a little easier passage. I was checking the mail, make sure I was expecting a package, and yeah, I guess it hadn't shown up yet. Must have got lost in delivery. Up here on top of Imogene Pass, I've been saying it was 14,134. I could have swore it was 14. The sign says 13. I think it's 14. We'll have to cross-reference that. We'll put it in the bottom of the screen. Yeah, we got up here, we couldn't see anything. The storm bubble kind of keeps hovering around us. It's clearing up again, so now we can actually see 360 degrees around us, except for behind there. But for the most part, we're getting pretty good visibility right now. It's cold, and yeah. Anyway, so this is the summit of Imogene. We're gonna start our descent down into Telluride. We'll have lunch, and then we'll hit Last Dollar Road, is sort of the plan. Yeah, it's been a good day so far. A little adventure here and there and some obstacles we've had to overcome, but nothing that we couldn't handle.
Almost crossed the drone again.
Yeah, Silas almost lost the drone again. If you did, I wasn't going to chase it this time. You would have been just screwed.
Figured it was a cool spot and opportunity to kind of stop. And I mean, this entire area was all a mining operation back in the 1800s. And you know, right up there is the summit of Imogene Pass, which is, you know, 13,000 feet. Right here, we're about 8,000 feet above Telluride, and which is called the Tomboy Mine. And Savage Basin Camp was located 8,000 feet above Telluride. Contained a school, a store, a stable, and the miners' cabins. You know, it's just kind of cool because all of it is still, or the ruins of it is still here. But this was a massive operation that, you know, people came up here with horse and buggy and built by hand, and these big structures are still here. Of course, over the decades, they've just been wiped out by probably avalanches and just weather, but it's just wild because history still sits here. It's just kind of frozen in time. Views and memories, man. So we're at the trailhead of Last Dollar Road. So, like I said, it's a super easy trail, which gets us close to Ridgeway, back to Ouray. But this is kind of like a big lookout point. You can boondock here, camp here, but just kind of get a look at the whole valley. And then we're gonna go through the woods, go through the aspens, and go over this pass, which is like 10,000 feet. But
First time I've ever seen the back of your Bronco be that disorganized. Oh, sorry.
Jackie's talking crap about the disorganization in the Bronco.
Everything is like strapped down perfect and like we're ready to go and nothing is just like all over.
There's four of us here.
We've got more people and we've got a film crew here, so. Anyway, yeah, just a cool spot to kind of stop and take a peek. And with daylight fading, we hit the road one last time, winding our way through Last Dollar Road, which is easily one of the most breathtaking drives that you can take.
I don't want to go back home. No, I'm just kidding. It's
That's a good way to put it.
yeah.
It's hard.
It's some, you don't experience some things in life like this ever, and you know, so to be able to do it alongside you guys, it's beyond memorable. It's priceless. It's what life's about, literally, to the fullest.
This is the whole point, man.
I'll never ever forget this, ever.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the video here. Hopefully you enjoyed watching us just sort of hang out today. More of a family adventure vlog. We're gonna cut it short today. We got another full day of trail tomorrow. I think we're gonna do Black Bear Pass. If you wanna know anything about what we did today, have any comments, have you done these trails before, had some cool memories you'd like to share with your families, drop in the comment. I like to read those things. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow in the next one.